Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Royal Stone. Last episode, Eva confronted her half-sister, Luminet, and despite everything Eva was trying to tell her, Luminet would not believe her. So, unfortunately, Eva had to basically defeat Luminet in battle, but she didn't kill Luminet. She took Luminet back here to this village and led her there to recover. Eva, where is she? Lady Luminet, what are you doing out of your bed? Your wounds. The hell with my wounds. Where's Eva? Where did she go? She left for Beara early this morning. Luminet is determined to follow. So, we're on our way, like that woman said, to Beara Castle. We want to get to Beara Castle because at Beara Castle there's apparently a passageway to end up getting to where the Empire is. The floating city. Stay sharp. You must find that woman. Leave no stone unturned. Yeah, bro, some pretty rough terrain here, sir. Are you sure she will pass through here? I'm gonna learn that, basically we're forced to go this way. Lord Vadam's intel has her heading to Beara Castle, and we blocked the road back to Soar. There's nowhere else she could go. So yeah, they can't retreat back to Soar. Not that we want to go back there, because remember, Eva's that Beara is crawling with enemy troops. When has that ever stopped us before? We don't have much of a choice, Coquetta. So Vadam is going back to Sword to try to get their Royal Stone. We already heard that the Empire has 2 of the Royal Stones. And Eva has a 3rd, and the 4th one is in Sword. So if the Empire gets that one, they'll have most of the stones. We're coming in here with a very small army, mainly because we want to gain a bunch of levels for our Griffin. And we're going to max out our Siren and Hore, the wind fighter that we have. Maybe we can put them back in the back and bounce it out there. But we just pretty much we have it set pretty good here to get the levels. The Siren just needs to defeat 2 monsters, so we can take out the Satyr, the fire monster, and take out the Siren monster. And then Hore, I think, only needs to defeat 2 enemies. So, and then we'll then priorities will go to priorities after that will go to getting the Griffin. As I say, we want to end up attaching the Griffin and the Siren to Tor, our Evoker. So we can get a lot of wind counters here because there's a lot of forests. So the enemies are sending out quite a few wind. Basically sending out in 2 groups. There will be a wind fighter, a wind ranger, and a wizard accompanying them. And then the boss is an evoker. So we'll get to see what Tor will be like when we get him as monsters. Water on water is even, so we just weaken this Siren just a little bit more so that our Siren can take her out. There's a Siren, a Griffin, and a Satyr in this thing. So if you're looking to recruit monsters, there's one of each type here. Like I said, we will be recruiting monsters for the last monster, the Satyr monster, in a few rounds. In one of the last towns. Well, basically in the last town. And there is one more monster, a golem monster, but that monster doesn't appear until the second to last battle. So we'll try to capture that one as well. Max it out maybe at the final level. So let's do some scanning around here. So in the back, the Evoker is going to hang out there along with one Bishop. And then he's going to come in with like one rapid, like one group at a time. So that group will move forward, then the next group will move forward. But we're probably going to get bogged down by both of the groups in that thick forest terrain over there. There's some thick forest there, and that's going to impede our movement. And also, then there's a little choke point right there where their wizards are basically going to stand and station. So we'll heal ourselves up here. And like I said, Eva will let you want to get to max level, but she's not the main priority right now. She gets insane stat boosts when she gets close. She gets like plus 10 and plus 17 attack. It's pretty crazy how powerful she gets. When I max out some characters, some more characters, I'll display some of their stats. So I know I'm going to max out Horai here, and the way it works out, all of our fighters, Vassar the water pirate who started with us, Taurus the fire con man, and Horai the wind thief, they all end up at max level with 136 attack, 29 luck, and 66 defense. The only thing different with them is their equipment jar. Vassar and Taurus have the halberd, and Horai has the warm claw. Those are their best weapons. So we scan some things there. Try to draw down that griffin. Hopefully we'll be able to take him out before the rest of their characters sneak down. So this is actually going to be a fairly long battle, but that's okay because we're just completed in 2 parts. Because you have a lot of cutscenes coming up after this. Find out more. So here's the Evoker. It has a Griffin and a Sato monster. So I'm actually going to take my time defeating that Evoker. Evokers can be kind of troublesome to fight. Basically, if you don't attack them, you're mainly not going to be able to hurt them. You're going to basically hurt their monsters. If they attack you first, they're going to use their turn to summon a monster, and then you'll have to attack that monster. And then when the monster leaves, they'll summon the monster again. So both times you attack them, you will only be hitting their monster. I'm going to take just a little bit of advantage of that, and I'm going to actually, I'll actually defeat the monsters to show what happens when you defeat their monsters. Basically, the monster will just disappear from their inventory. And their monsters are basically the spells that they summon. If you defeat all their monsters, well then they just have to attack you regularly with their staff. So I'm going to show that off. But of course, all Evokers have the same issue. You gotta be careful when we attack with them, that they're monsters, that they don't really defeat our monsters. We're putting a lot of work into our monsters. Currently, the monsters they really destroy the fighters in terms of like hit points and stuff, but otherwise stat-wise it's not too much different. They have much lower luck. While the fighters had 29 luck, the monsters end up with 21 luck. Their defense is a little lower. Instead of 66, it's 61, but their attack is much higher. The Siren ends up with 165 attack and the Griffin 161. The Satyr I haven't maxed out yet. When I will, I'll share all those stats there. But the monsters, I said, get a lot of hit points on level up. And attaching them to the Evoker. unfortunately, you can't heal the monsters that you have. You can only heal the Evoker. But if you have all 4 monsters with the Evoker, you know, you can just send whatever the strongest one out is. So in case the one that maybe does have an elemental advantage is too weak, just send out maybe the neutral one, or one that's at worst case weak. Eva gain another level there. Nice. And as you can see, we're starting to get a little bogged down here. Use the fire magic here. Really uses the stronger version. Except for Bolt, the one that the spell that has the shorter name is always a stronger one. Fire is stronger than Blaze. Cold is stronger than Frost. This is the Bolt is the only one that's different. Bolt is stronger than Flash. So Horai just needs to defeat one more enemy. 16 more. If he just takes down another one of those wind fighters, and another one's going to come, he'll basically max out his level with only wasting 1 experience. Pretty close. I said that one. If you're not really worried about experience, some of these battles could, of course, go much faster for you. I want to try to level up my characters as much as I can, kind of evenly. Well, they're not really even, but I want to max out some of the ones. To a Pimento. Do a little bit extra damage. When I max out both of my healers, you'll see just the stat differences, just that Vestment gives so much more attack, so much more luck and defense. I said, too bad you, unfortunately, like I said, can't get another one of them, because that would be really, really nice for your other healer. Boo, healing, bad. Coming right after Eva. Hopefully she can, she'll weaken this guy up enough, and hopefully put him in range of Horai to finish this guy off. Like I said, he's the one that we want to finish this guy off. He gets the least amount of experience, but he gives just enough to max out Horai's level. We'll have to soften him up just a little bit more. Good, he didn't guard. Don't want to risk a critical hit. I always seem to get critical hits when I don't want them. Let's see if we can finish him off. Oh, missed by 1. No, because we're even on enough, we may not actually defeat him. Yeah, block him. Well, that stinks. That's gonna hold up a little turn. Because now the healer's going to heal him, and like I said, I don't want to fight him with anybody else. Simon needs exactly 20 experience, which you'll get off that satyr. So we don't want to end up fighting. We don't want to have her fight the wind character. That wind fighter. So we already know what this character is because of they're coming into the same groups. What we can do, let's just see if anybody needs healing. Oh, we're pretty good. Just a small little bit there for the Griffin. Griffin is wind, so he'll be weak to the fire. So that should hopefully draw the satyr down. And as long as we defeat that wind fighter, then the Siren may be able to reach Would have been nice if the healer instead healed a ranger instead of their fighter here. And of course their wizard, of course, hates our wizard. Wizards are always Earth Elemental, so usually the best course of action when fighting one of them for the first turn with your own wizard is to use the Drain spell, because Drain always does a maximum 25% and heals you, and that 25% is usually in the high 30s or 40s depending on the wizard's hit points. And that'll be more than elemental spell will do. The elemental spell will do a lot more if they had an elemental weakness, but being Earth, they're neutral to everything. So we've got the Saber coming here, and he's gonna do a lot of damage to our Griffin, but it's okay. We got 3 healers technically, because Eva can also heal. Too much of a problem. Just gonna use a little weaker spell to weaken this guy a little bit. If I had Horai attack him right now, he'd probably put him into critical range, and then he just defend. So hopefully we get him close that we can finish him off here. Let's get down to, there we go, perfect, exactly. Finished him off. Now Horai has finished up himself. He is now at his max level, and he can go ride the pine. There's his stats. And now heal up our Griffin. A little bit of a beating. See if our Siren then can finish off the Satyr, and then that will also finish her leveling as well. Yep, 20 more exactly, and the Satyr will give exactly that. So let's finish it off. Remember, if you all wanted to recruit extra monsters, say you did want to have 2 evokers, you got instead of a wizard, you'd have to recruit some extra monsters from the field, but they can only be recruited by Eva, and it's not guaranteed. Like in Crystal Warriors, when you defeated a monster, if you had a slot in your fighter's inventory, basically their monster inventory, they would get the, they would get the monster, and then it gets summoned in battle, but it's not the case here. You'll know if you recruited a monster because you'll get the recruitment jingle. When you recruit a character from the inn, you hear like a ringing. You'll get that in the battle. Luckily, before we like I said, we'll end up getting that golem eventually in the last battle. If I have to reset a few times, it's okay. But it's okay because the golem is basically the first enemy you'll come across, and there's 2 of them, so you basically have 2 chances to get. They give you a screen to power up. You don't necessarily have a town, but a screen to equip that golem and any other monsters. Would be maxing out the Satyr there then as well. So we're almost done this battle, but unfortunately the time is running short. So we're going to complete this battle in the next episode. It's also going to be filled with a lot of cutscenes. I'll see you then. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.